season finale of the season 1 of the House of the Dragon, episode 9 and 10. I'm gonna blend these two together. I wasn't impressed with the episode 9. I wasn't impressed with episode 9 at all. I mean, it was being mainly focused on finding Aegon, a boy who doesn't want to be king, a boy who doesn't want to rule, because I mean, he's what he is in the movie, and everybody, all resources get toward finding him. I mean, Viserys passed on. Queen Alicent usurps the throne, enthrones her son, who was later found, as king. Princess Rhaenys frees herself, goes away, and then, goes to tell Rhaenyra what has happened. Now in the episode 10, we saw that she brought the message to Rhaenyra. Rhaenyra even went into labor because of the shock of the news that her father had passed, and 2, Alicent has given her birthright, or the throne that her father gave her, to her son. And so, I mean, she went into labor, early birth, premature birth, and so she lost the child died, stillbirth, the pain, the confusion, too much information happening at the same time. Then we saw that Lord Corlys hadn't passed. I was kind of relieved to see him. I was excited about it. And the wife, Princess Rhaenys, told him what had happened. He has lost his brother as well. And what he said was that his brother's ambition is what him, led to his death. And it was true, but I mean, he's your brother. Be a little sympathetic towards the guy, and sympathetic towards the news as well. But he was always like, my brother, he deserved what came to him, in simple terms. That's how I saw it. So, when the news came, Daemon was like, no, this is war. This is war. This is treachery. We cannot let this pass. We cannot let this happen. We need to go attack and claim the throne back. But Princess Rhaenyra is okay. First of all, let's see what we have. Our army, let's measure our strength, and then all that. She didn't want to go to war. We all saw she was holding back. She didn't want to go to war. She just wanted to find out who her allies were, and who she's going to need and who she's not going to need in the war, and who's going to be with her and who's not going to be with her. So we saw that as well. At a point in time, she had to, send messages and stuff. And she said, oh, okay, let me send. And her boys were like, okay, please send us. We can do it. We have dragons. When we go, people will be scared, and they would be reminded of who you are and who is seeking for their support. And, I mean, the movie began with Lucerys being the opener, and then it ended, him passing. So the kids had to send the message. Rhaenyra was like, okay, now I have to look at my children as men, because we want to do this, we want to help. This is war coming. So the earlier I start grooming them, the better for all of us. Now she's like, okay, gives a powerful speech. Do not engage in fight, just deliver and come back. Lucerys goes to deliver a message. Once he saw Aemond, he got scared. Once he saw Aemond, like, he became frightened. Aemond looks very scary, actually. Like, very, very scary. Very, 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 very scary. I'm not even kidding about that. But then just then, he was afraid. He became afraid. He delivered the message. He was about leaving. I mean, it was raining. What could have been? I mean, I think he could have waited for the rains to, stop before he goes. But he flew anyways. He was afraid. He wanted to get far away from Aemond. Not knowing Aemond too had his own mind, had his own games to play. He started chasing the young boy. He was so afraid, he was so frightened, and goodness, I was when I saw that scene, I opened my mouth like, wow. Lucerys' dragon felt like, okay, who is that worrying my boss? I don't know if the dragon really attacked Aemon's dragon, or he was just blowing the fire. But then it hits the dragon. The dragon was like, hey, who is this small thing that is doing this to me? Hey, who are you again? Let me show you something. Then boom, she just bites or just swallows Lucerys and the dragon, like tears them apart. I mean, this is the first time I'm seeing the dragon not burning somebody, or not burning something it's attacking with fire, or this is the first time it's attacked something not with fire, but just like the bare mouth, like the bare teeth, just killed the young boy and its dragon. And the information reaches Rhaenyra, and Rhaenyra is so mad. She was like, first of all, I'm not going to go to war, but then my son is dead. And my son was killed by Alicent's son, a woman who has usurped the throne, who has given my throne to her son. Her son has killed my son. I mean, Rhaenyra has lost 2 sons. We can say like within a week, because once her son died, she just came back to the drawing board, so they decide and discuss and see how they're going to win this war and get the throne back. Then she is met with the news that, wait, your son is dead, and Aemond is the one responsible for your son's death. I mean, if you were you, what would you do? I mean, you see the fierceness, like the anger on Rhaenyra's face at the end of the episode. I was like, I am so mad right now. I'm going to war. I'm going to war for my son. I'm going to war for my throne. I'm going to show this woman who has taken my father's throne. I'm going to show her Pepe. But then, yeah, that was the episode. We are waiting for the next season. What did you make of it? I think the episode 9 was the worst for me. I didn't buy it at all. I wasn't impressed. Episode 10 was quite alright. And yeah, so let's see. Let me know in the comment section what you made of it. Do well to like this video, do well to subscribe, and yeah, we'll be back again with the next review. Bye, take care. My name is Bevlin.